When people think of radioactive disasters on the planet, they mostly think about Chernobyl, maybe Fukushima too. But they don't generally think about the Marshall Islands. Now, new research shows that soil of 4 of the Marshall Islands contains even greater concentrations of nuclear isotopes than those found near both Chernobyl and Fukushima. And on one island, the levels were reported to be 1,000 times higher, which is hard to fathom. Even harder to fathom is that while Chernobyl and Fukushima were giant accidents, the Marshall Islands radioactivity is the result of things we humans did on purpose. During the Cold War, the US conducted 67 nuclear tests on 3 of the highly radioactive islands, Bikini, Engebe, and Runit. So it's not a surprise that they're so radioactive. But here's the really interesting part of the researchers' findings. They found high concentrations of plutonium-238 on a 4th island, Neen. It's almost 100 miles away from the others and is less than an acre. So it's this really tiny place. And no nukes were dropped there. Finding such high concentrations of that kind of plutonium there left the researchers puzzled. But they do have one theory to explain it. They say the plutonium-238 found there raises the possibility that Neen was used as an unreported dumping ground, according to the LA Times. And that's because that kind of radioisotope is not generally associated with the fallout from a nuclear bomb, but rather from nuclear waste. They found some of the same kind of radioisotope at one of the other islands too, one where it is known that the US buried a bunch of nuclear waste. The researchers are careful to say that they can't say for sure this means waste was dumped there without the government official confirmation. But they say that people living in the region should at least be made aware of how high the concentrations of radiation are around them. And in fact, there are people who are already living there again, right near radioactivity higher than that found at Chernobyl and Fukushima. Other scientists also say the methodology for this study was flawed, which the researchers vehemently deny. Either way, as people begin to move back into that area, they definitely have the right to know that the area is right up there with the planet's worst nuclear disasters.